Hey, great morning. Dr. Sean J. Harris here at Generational Wealth Academy. Great morning, everybody. Hey, listen, I want to talk about affirmations versus action. And I want to start off by talking about self-image and self-esteem. So listen, many times when we are growing up, we are formed and molded by our actions, our experiences, and what we're exposed to. So for an example, as a kid, if you take a blank white canvas, we all start out that way. Every single thing that is said, done, or we're exposed to is like a swipe of a paintbrush onto that canvas. So if we're given a lot of positive affirmations, then we're going to have positive swipes. But at the same time, if we have a lot of negative lack of affirmations or negative things said to us, those are also swipes of the paintbrush on the canvas. So a child forms its self-image between the ages of 3 and 5 years old. So if a child is continuously hearing things such as you're no good, you're not going to amount to anything, you're just like your mom, you're just like your dad, and you just put so much negativity in their mindset, in their ear and eye gates, when you step back in 2 to 3 years and take a look at that canvas, you're going to see, did you build a Picasso or did you build a nightmare? But the same holds true when we're speaking words of affirmation and positivity in the kids. You let them know they're winners. Let them know that you love them, that they're loved, that they're important and make major impact. So again, that's how our self-images and self-esteems are formed. So whenever you see an adult, what you see, that snapshot of today is usually indicative of what happened in their lives between the ages of 3 and 5 years old, because that's where our self-images and self-esteems are originally formed. So what I want to talk about with that, when I talk about affirmations versus actions, is that a lot of times we'll say a lot of things, but we don't follow through. So we start tapping into the subconscious unconsciously. So what we say consciously then is obstructed and obscured by our subconscious mind, because here's the deal. The subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between a truth and a lie. And I'll give you an example. Some people, what society would think is a very attractive person, may say, I'm ugly, I'm skinny, I'm not pretty, but the rest of the world see you as a beautiful person. So to that person, guess what? You're not attractive. And the same happens the opposite. What society may say is not an attractive person, but they think they're Miss America or Mr. Universe. But if you continuously tell yourself something, you will achieve that. So again, if you are building wealth, for an example, if you continuously think and operate as a wealthy person, by virtue and default, you're going to become wealthy if you follow those principles. But at the same time, if you say you're not going to be a good athlete, you're not going to be a good athlete. But if you have the Kobe Bryant effect, where you say, I am the Bamba, I am the best, you're going to become the best if your actions follow up the affirmations. So it's one thing to get up every morning and say, hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But after a period of time, if you keep saying this, but you're not following through with action, your subconscious then takes over and identifies that you're lying to yourself. So what that does when we're lying to ourselves, it started diminishing and making major impacts and taking blows to the rib cage of our self-images, of our self-esteem. So it's important that if we say we're going to do something, we got to follow up with it by doing the action necessary. So here's the deal. I know we all want to say positive things and have the top 10 list, but if we can't handle that whole 10 on the list, take one. Take one affirmation and follow up and follow through. Take action on that one thing until we master it. Then let's go to number 2. And then we master that and we continuously go. So instead of putting out 10 big affirmations that you're going to do or live out and you don't do any of them, all you're doing is damaging the self-image and your self-esteem. And then it starts reflecting and overspilling into other areas of our lives. Your kids then start hearing you say, well, mom, dad always said they're going to do this, but they never did. So now their belief in you diminishes. Your words have less weight. They don't have any value to it. So it's super important that we understand that what we say and what we do all line up in a strict coincidence with our self-conscious. All right, guys, hope that added some major impact to you all. I'm Dr. Sean J. Harris. Make impact and make money while you do it.